Today's horoscope, Aries October 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The Sun has begun its visit to your intimacy sector for a month-long transit, and there's more introspection in the weeks ahead. This cycle holds strong healing potential. It's a time to develop strategies and draw on your powers of observation to your advantage. You're more interested in digging deep than you are to simply skim the surface of things, and you notice the hidden elements of circumstances and people around you. This area of your solar chart governs sharing on intimate and financial levels, personal empowerment, attachments, and deep emotions. Support, whether emotional or material, or both, is a big focus and more easily attracted, if necessary. Research and anything that requires considerable mental effort are in favor. Today, your spirits run high for home-related activities, or you may want to resolve a personal problem. It's a good idea to channel all of the extra energy you're feeling into something constructive. At the same time, you can crave special pampering. Astrology brings us so much insight into life. It's important to note that your planetary ruler says a great deal about you. As you are ruled by Mars, the mighty planet of the warrior, this is the same energy that you infuse into your romantic life and reveals how you pursue love. Being ruled by Mars is a strong force, allowing you to conquer the hearts of others. It also makes you a more assertive, dominant force when it comes to being in a relationship, too. You are unafraid to stand up for what you desire and what you want, especially when you feel it was meant for you. Channel this energy now. Emotional wounds from your professional past might trigger you today. It might be an emotionally challenging day when the moon in Cancer will square Chiron retrograde in your sign and conjunct Mars in Cancer. You may not feel like your usual self. Maybe you are quieter or less friendly with your coworkers. Nothing necessarily has to happen to put you in this mood, either. Memories about old jobs, coworkers, and work situations might be on your mind. Try your best not to let the past affect your workday. You can make the best of a rotten situation by looking for deeper meaning and staying focused on your goals. In fact, if this could always be the case, there would be no rotten situations. It's possible to look deeper and see the forest for the trees while the aspect of the day exerts its energy, making what we want and what we are able to achieve more aligned. Test your strength when you exercise and acknowledge the part of you that wants things to work out. Lost in your inner world and content, you could forget to contact others. Watch out about isolating yourself, because you could feel out of step with others and miss their company. But there's nothing wrong with alternating between moments of personal reflection and being social. This solution is highly recommended if you want to enrich yourself and go further in your introspection. The Sun is on the move today, and as he does at this time each year, his departure from your relationship sector will take the spotlight off your relationships. Instead, his return to your financial sector will shift focus to your financial situation and money matters. This is the same shift that Venus and Mercury have already made. As the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, stays in your relationship sector until the end of next week, this won't be an abrupt change. However, recent tensions will ease while leaving you with a better understanding of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. As the Sun leaves your relationship sector today, this not only takes the solar off your relationships but marks the beginning of the end of all planetary activity on the relationship front this year. The asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, will stay on until the end of next week, with a chance to start turning what you want from your relationships and what they need from you into resolutions. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's celestial influences could stir up a bit of emotional turbulence, as the sensitive moon in Cancer forms a square with Chiron, the wounded healer, retrograde in fiery Aries. At the same time, the moon also creates a harmonious sextile with Uranus retrograde in steady Taurus, introducing a spark of unpredictability. What does all this mean? You may find something from your past unexpectedly resurfacing today, a memory, an unresolved situation, or even an encounter with someone you've been avoiding. It's the kind of moment that could trigger old emotions, leaving you feeling a bit shaken or vulnerable. Let's shift our focus to something else that's brewing in the stars today, a powerful square between the Sun in Libra and Pluto in Capricorn. This aspect can feel a little uncomfortable, almost as if the universe is pushing you to confront the bigger, more significant things in your life that you might have been putting off. Let's be real, we all have those tasks or issues we'd rather avoid. Whether it's that daunting work project, a heartfelt conversation you've been delaying with someone close to you, or even a simple, yet necessary, task like organizing your personal space to clear out the mental clutter, we all have something that we know needs our attention. But here's the good news, while this energy might feel a bit intense, it's also incredibly motivating. Think of it as the universe's way of saying, it's time to stop putting things off and start making real progress. You don't have to tackle everything at once. The key is to take that first step, no matter how small. Once you get started, you'll likely feel a sense of relief and accomplishment. Remember those times when you pushed through your procrastination and finally handled something important? That feeling of satisfaction and clarity awaits you again today. Now, I'd love for you to reflect on something. Have you been avoiding anything lately that's been weighing on your mind? Maybe it's something that feels a bit daunting, but deep down you know it's important. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's been holding you back, and how do you plan to tackle it today? Let's support each other as we navigate this transformative energy together. And speaking of transformation, Uranus retrograde in Taurus adds an element of surprise to today's mix. You might experience an unexpected breakthrough or a sudden insight that helps you see things from a new perspective. Have you ever had one of those moments where everything suddenly made sense, even though you'd been struggling with the issue for a while? That's the kind of energy Uranus brings today, an electric, almost unpredictable force that can lead to positive change if you're open to it. In fact, this might be a great day to embrace the idea of change and flexibility. While the moon's square to Chiron stirs up old wounds, Uranus is here to remind you that healing doesn't always have to follow a predictable path. Sometimes the most profound growth happens when we least expect it, when we're open to new ideas, new ways of thinking, and new approaches to life's challenges. So, if something unexpected pops up today, whether it's an opportunity or a revelation, embrace it. It could be just what you need to propel yourself forward. As the day unfolds, take a moment to consider how these energies are playing out in your own life. Are there emotional triggers or past situations coming to the surface? Are you feeling called to face something you've been avoiding? And most importantly, are you ready to react differently this time? Today is a chance to do things differently, to heal old wounds, and to make meaningful progress in areas where you felt stuck. Remember, the universe is always working in your favor, even when it presents challenges. Today's energy might feel a bit intense, but it's here to help you grow stronger, more self-aware, and more aligned with your true path. So embrace the emotional turbulence, lean into those tough conversations, and trust that by the end of the day, you'll be one step closer to the empowered, authentic version of yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What's been coming up for you emotionally lately? Have you noticed any old patterns or situations resurfacing that need your attention? How are you planning to face them in a new way today? Let's talk about it in the comments, and support each other on this journey of growth and healing. Together, we can turn today's challenges into powerful moments of transformation.